The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
So, I imagine that this is going to draw some new people. No, I'm not drunk. And if you're not going to actually argue the points, don't bother. It's just worthless. Just shut up. Fuck off. Let's see. My first run-in with Hasan Piker was that there was a streamer that was making fucking problems for himself. And I was kind of like, whatever. Like, that doesn't entirely surprise me. Fucking streamers all over the place making problems for themselves. Look at Johnny Somali. He might be going up for 30-some fucking years for dumb shit he's done for himself. So, it wasn't anything new, and I just kind of disregarded it. It wasn't anything I thought was very important. It was just another asshole being an asshole. And then I started watching Asmongold. And Asmongold talks about Hasan a lot, because Hasan talks about Asmongold a lot. And Asmongold is a lot like me in one very distinct respect. If you're going to talk about me, I'm going to watch it. If you're going to make a video about me, I'm going to look at it. I'm going to review it. Sooner or later, somebody's going to send it to me, and I'm going to check it out. Or I'm just going to run across it, and I'm going to find it, and I'm going to look at it. Like, that's just the way it is. If you're talking about me, as far as I'm concerned, that is quite topical for my fucking channel. So, you know. But he talks about him a lot, because Hasan talks about Asmongold a lot. And it's entertaining, you know. It's entertaining, you know. It is what it is. But Hasan has been getting out there a lot more. And yeah, I understand that has double meaning. He's getting out there a lot. He's a lot of his content, a lot of his viewpoints are starting to get legs. And he's also getting fucking out there. I've seen a lot of Hasan now. I imagine 90% of it is out of context to some degree or another. But nevertheless, here's my thoughts. Hasan has openly declared himself to be a propagandist. Now, that kind of shit reminds me, yet again, of David Copperfield. Right? David Copperfield come out, say, I'm an illusionist, this isn't going to be real magic, blah, blah, blah. And then immediately after that go, alright, let's see some real magic, right? He's a propagandist. I understand what that means. I understand what that word means. I understand its definition. It means he's a fucking liar. Pure and simple. He's a liar. His job is to propagandize, which means his job is to lie. There you go. Like, he lies. Like, he's out there to tell you his version of shit. And whether or not it is the truth or not, he doesn't care. It doesn't matter to him. He's a fucking sociopath is what he is. And, you know, so I pretty much disregard everything he says. And also at the same time, I know a lot about the things that are going on. So, like, half of the shit I hear him say about just about anything is bullshit. Out of context or not, like, certain statements don't require all that much content. Like when he says, oh yeah, I'm a propagandist. Doesn't really require a whole lot of context. Like whatever it is he's a propagandist for, he's declared himself to be a propagandist. At that point, I believe you forfeit any trust that I might have ever had in anything you ever say. You've declared yourself to be a propagandist. Even when you decide to get serious, I'm going to be skeptical. And I'm going to go through everything you say with a fine-tooth comb. Because that's what you do for a propagandist. Like, he's also declared himself to be a terrorist supporter. Again, I don't really think the context is entirely all that necessary when he's talking to a Houthi fucking terrorist. And he says, yeah, we really support everything you're doing over there, man. In regards to what? Because everything they're doing over there is pretty bad. So he supports terrorism. He's a propagandist who supports terrorism. To say that I am not a fan is to put it very lightly. I'm not really a fan of Hasan. I don't really like the guy very much. And I gotta say, again, my perspective, as I have said in the past, and this has been always quite a hot take, because everybody fires back with First Amendment. Look, I think at a certain point, the First Amendment doesn't apply. Yelling fire in a crowded theater doesn't really apply. Going into a crowded office building and saying, there's a bomb in the building, everybody run. You know, that causes problems. You get stampedes of people. People get hurt. This causes harm. Like, anything that's speech that causes harm, not entirely legal. You can't, as a lot of dumbass leftists are finding out, you can't get on TikTok and talk about how you want the president to be killed. That shit causes you problems, right? And I believe that at a certain level, lying should be illegal. I think that if you're a journalist and you're caught lying, you should not just be put into a different time slot. You shouldn't just be thrown a fucking party. Like, you should be fired and prosecuted. I think it should be illegal for a politician to lie to us. It's one thing to make a mistake. It's another thing to over-exaggerate. I mean, this is going to be really tough. You're going to have to prove that there's some sort of damages, but nevertheless, if there is in fact damages that can be proven, if you're lying at a certain level, we punish people for fraud all the time. What is that? Lying. Letitia James right now is being investigated for what? Lying. Donald Trump has been impeached how many times for lying? Like, whatever you want to do, man. Like, at a certain fucking level. If you are knowingly lying and people get hurt, there should be punishments involved. Right? Now, please don't be stupid. And don't go to extremes and go, hey, what's me? What if you have to lie to grandma about the ugly sweater that you don't want to... Bitch, I said at a certain fucking level. Like, I'm not trying to take away people's agency. I'm just saying that if there's a crime involved and it was encouraged by somebody... And Hasan makes a lot of problems for himself. And I think yesterday, this is Thursday again, by the way, I think yesterday, or over the weekend, within the very recent past, there were 2 Israeli embassy people coming out of some sort of something, and they were shot dead by a fucking nutbag. This nutbag is screaming Free Palestine. So he's a campus nutbag. And on some news report, they were talking to one of the talking heads about this situation, and they happened to bring up Hasan Piker. Now, do I think there's in any way Hasan is stupid enough that he said, no, just go out and shoot people right on the street? No. Do I think that he, in a soft way, has stated that if such things happen, he doesn't care? Yes. Yeah. He shows a very blatant disregard for human life in many different instances. And it's that sort of thing. All of the horse shit around the whole situation, all the open air prison bullshit, all this dumb fucking lies. It gasses people up. We get these campus protests. They start hammering down on the campus protests. Well, now shit's got to go underground. And so now we're making big plans. And then we pull off big plans. And then other things get brought up. Everything gets pulled into it because why not? He's a propagandist and a terrorist supporter. He's making problems for himself. And people are getting tired of it. And so now people are starting to call him out openly. What happens from here, do you think? Well, I imagine they're going to start hammering down even harder on these campus protests. Because this guy that killed these people, allegedly, has allied himself in through his chant to the campus protests. We're connecting fucking dots here. So now we got to hammer down harder on the campus protests, which means the campus protests go even further underground, which means we're making bigger plans, right? And because Hasan has been brought into this, what do you think happens then? Well, Twitch is going to have to look at it. And Twitch is going to have to decide, this guy's making a lot of problems for himself. And because we're platforming him, he's making a lot of problems for us. And they might decide, you know what? I don't really think we need to have the self-professed propagandist that supports terrorist groups. I think he'd go to kick or some shit like that. And then he's going to get banned. And then everybody's going to bitch. And then everybody's going to complain. And make more fucking problems for themselves. And then you're going to have people that are going to be like, Hasan did nothing wrong. Which means they're supporting this thing in a fucking roundabout ass way. Dude, everybody likes to draw and connect dots nowadays. It's going to fucking blow up. It's going to be a big damn stupid thing. It's already a big damn stupid thing. And 2 people are fucking dead. And 1 guy lost his life. Awesome. But the people that go out there and do this shit, you say whatever you want. If you want to support what's going on wherever, whatever, fine. I guess. But when you start lying about shit, that starts gassing people up. And that is not what we need. We have a very, very deep mental health problem in this country. We've got all the crazy people out and about in the world. Because there's nowhere to take them. Because we're human beings. And we really, at the end of the day, don't give a shit about each other. So they put people in sanitariums and they get mistreated. And, well, it's just awful, so let's just shut it all down and pretend that there's no crazy people anymore. And then whenever crazy people do crazy shit, we'll blame guns. Or we'll blame fucking Hasan. Or we'll blame this, or we'll blame that. Oh, it's Israel's fault because they're Jews and they're just controlling everything with their mind control voodoo. Fuck off. You're all just assholes. It's crazy people doing crazy people shit. Psychopathic, narcissistic, fucking loons. And you want to know what we're going to talk about from this situation? Oh, it's going to be the gun. Well, if you didn't have a gun, he'd have never shot those nice Jewish people. And, it's all about the terrorism support online. And this guy got all into the campus protests, and they're the problem. No, it's crazy fucking people. At the end of the day, somebody, somewhere, somehow, sometime knew this fucker was going to do some shit. And everybody just thinks, oh, well, there's no such thing as crazy people. So, I'm sure he's not going to actually do something. Do I think that this is Hasan's fault? No. But a lot of people are going to fucking point that finger. And I'm sure that when he... I haven't seen... If Hasan has already talked about this, I imagine he has. I don't know what he said. I imagine I'll find out sooner or later. But it's going to be one of three things, because that's just the way it always is. He's either going to say this is a fucking tragedy, this is a shame, and people shouldn't do this. I don't think he's going to take that angle. He's going to say, this is great, we should have more of this. I struggle to believe that even he is that stupid. Or he's going to do some bullshit, wormy little weaselly, washy fucking bullshit where he's going to go, well, you know, this is bad, but at the same time, everything's going over there is bad. So, you know, it all comes out clean in the wash. Yeah, all stained red with human fucking blood. Well, Donald Trump's president now. Are you sure we're still in 1,000 years of darkness? Yeah. It's not really just for us. It's a cloud that shrouds over the whole fucking world. We've got sociopathic assholes gassing fucking other sociopathic assholes up, and they just fucking decide, well, I'm the main character of this story. When I do this, everybody will cheer. I certainly won't get arrested. And even if I do, so what? I'll go into prison, I'm a fucking hero. No, you'll go into prison a coward bitch. You shot 2 people in the back, dummy. Ain't nobody gonna give you cred for that. You're talking to people that strangled motherfuckers with their bare hands. You think they're gonna look at you like you something? Nah, man, you're gonna get fucked. Like, I mean, not like usually that's, you know, euphemism for, you know, in really deep trouble. No, you're gonna get fucked. Like, you're gonna get fucked. You're a weak little bitch. All of you are. All of you campus fucks are. I see all of you, and I look at you, and I can judge you in an instant. You're all weak little bitches. You're not going to have fun in there. Everybody needs to calm the fuck down. That's the problem. Because now, Hasan's going to get blamed for all this. So we're going to fucking gas up all his dummies, and then who fucking knows what happens from there. Like... I really don't like the assassination game that we're all playing here. I've got a problem with something, so I'm just going to go out and kill somebody. That never works. Still to this day, even including Luigi, there has never been a situation where somebody's decided to just go kill somebody and then shit fucking happens in any way. It just gets worse. They think people crack down and everything gets fucking worse. And people get more pissed off. That's all that happens. You're just amping everything up. Don't do that shit. We don't need that shit. That's not gonna... Whatever. I say it again and again and again, and it makes no fucking difference. Violence is never the answer. Just going out and killing some random fucking people is never the answer. This is going to do nothing. Nothing is going to change. Netanyahu is not going to come out tomorrow and be like, look, man, 2 people got killed. We got to give this whole thing up. We're just going to give Israel back to the Palestinians, and we're just going to fucking spread ourselves to the 4 winds. Like, that is not going to happen. No matter how many people you shoot in the back, that is not going to happen. The only good thing that comes from this is now, hopefully we get somebody off the street that clearly doesn't belong there. And... 1 less Democrat voter. Yay! But seriously, when that's the fucking good side of it... yeah. End of the day, I don't like Hasan. I don't like him at all. Do I think he's responsible? No. Do I think that he is complicit? Do I think that he is somehow cool with things going like this? Yeah. Yeah, I honestly do. I don't think he's upset. I don't think he gives a fuck about the ramifications of everything going on. I think he's happy because it's going to give him more fucking content. He's going to make more money. And Dummy's going to keep being dumb, which is just going to make him more money. Like, I think at the end of the day, that's the only thing he really fucking cares about at all. And here's the great thing. He can always claim that he's not a grifter because he's always going to take the left side. But that's where the easy fucking money comes from. Because the left are always willing to throw their money away to people that are legitimately just scamming them right in front of their face. Because they're stupid. They don't look into the reality of the world they live in. You think they're going to look into the reality of the people that they give money to? Never. Never ever.